JoJo shouldn't stick us with guys like Johnny. That ain't cool.
Joe Green, Midnight Sun, glad to know you. What can you tell me about what's going on out there?
Sorry, regulations prevent me from talking to the press.
Regulations, huh? So you are part of the crackdown.
Like I said, I have nothing to say.
Too stylish for the National Guard? Too athletic for NYPD? You must be from UNATCO.
I really can't be bothered right now. How about I ask you a few questions?
Splendid. I certainly would like to know what an international anti-terrorist organization expects to find in a dive like this.
Heard anything about a secret NSF power generator?
Aha. Playing the detective, are we? I take it you've been assigned to eliminate certain weapons systems. Defenses, maybe? Am I getting warm?
Just answer the question.
Let me be more pointed. How does it feel to be ordered to murder civilians just because they support the fastest growing political movement in this nation's history?
In a democracy, armed rebellion is criminal, not political.
Rebellion, as the Declaration of Independence tells us, is not only our right, but our duty when we have suffered a long train of abuses and usurpations. This is gonna make a great story. Keep me updated. Don't worry, I'll say sources within UNATCO, if I quote you. This is gonna make a great story.
Mind your own business. It's still going on, isn't it? They're shooting people right outside the bar. I don't know what to do. I gotta get home. This man came around. He sent everyone in here, but he never said what to do next. I wonder if it's safe yet. I gotta get home.
You would never forgive yourself if...
I know.
It's to be expected. Ambrosia's a controlled substance. Most people don't even think it exists.
To be paying in chits in a grimy alley somewhere.
You ought to be thankful the dealers got their hands on it. A week from now, listen to me. I say this for your own good. Next week, it might be too late. Excuse us, we're having a conversation. I said leave us alone. Get lost. Get lost.
Yes?
Just curious. I thought I heard you say Ambrosia.
My wife has the plague.
He already lost his daughter.
Sorry to hear that.
So do I trust some street punk called JoJo to get me pharmaceuticals? Trust him with my wife's life?
I thought Ambrosia was an urban legend.
JoJo probably just wants to sound like a player. I shouldn't get my hopes up.
I don't know what to say. You just have to do what you think is right. Can I ask a question?
Go right ahead.
I'm looking around for a power generator, possibly hidden, large enough to power a building.
You in real estate?
I just need to find it.
Oh, of course. You know, I tied in power at a place a few blocks south. A warehouse. Strangest thing. They wanted to conceal these gas-driven generators on the second floor. Didn't give a hoot if their own people got asphyxiated.
How do I get over there?
No way through the blockades now. We went over some rooftops to get there. There was a lift. The code was 3316, I think.
Thanks for the tip.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm glad. I hope she does better.
Can't be any worse for her than morphine.
Hey, Shay, one for the road. Yes, ma'am. I think you should do...
I also worked on their hydraulic system. If you ask me, I don't think one of those guys has seen a generator before in his life.
His wife is very sick.
You're a good man, Agent.
Hi, my name is Meg.
Hey, what is this stuff? Heavy water?
Hi, my name is...
Beer's my favorite financial instrument. It's true, you can taste an economy going sour. Hey, what? I also worked on their hydraulic system. If you ask me, I don't think one of those guys has seen a generator before in his life.
What can I get you?
You work here, you must know the area. Heard of an old warehouse with an illegal power generator?
Not exactly, but if you're looking for a warehouse, you should probably start in the warehouse district.
Where's that?
A few blocks south. Not a bad walk, but the riot police have blocked the roads because of the NSF.
I'd like to check it out.
Well, you may be out of luck. Even though one of the old warehouses faces onto the park, I don't know how you'd get inside.
Sounds like a good place to start.
Something to drink. Everything in the bar, snacks too, just 10 credits.
That's some heavy augmentation.
Yeah. Ask your Natco, what's it to you?
I'm in the business.
Well, I was in an early program, okay? I can still polish a glass. Good luck with your business. Shoot.
I'll take a candy bar.
There you go.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Hey, you look like the vigilante type. What if I said I knew where you could load up on military hardware?
You mean that guy smuggler across the street?
Already know him, huh? Too bad. Hey, how about I tell you about something you can't hear from anybody else?
What's that?
Area 51. You heard of it, right?
Actually, I'd rather hear whether you know anything about a warehouse with an illicit generator.
I worked out there. Most people think they got aliens from another planet, but I didn't see any flying saucers. You want to hear about it? I'll tell you. For the price of a beer. What do you have for me?
You can have this beer.
That one's warm. Get me something from the bartender.
The tap's out. Only bottles.
Beer, please.
You better get rid of some gear if you want to carry anything else. Shoot.
Beer, please.
You better get rid of some gear.
What do you have for me?
You can have this beer.
I want one of Shay's ice-cold brown bullets. You too cheap to buy?
The tap's out. Only bottles.
Beer, please.
There you go.
What do you have for me?
You can have this beer.
What am I, a bum? You think I'm gonna drink anything you find lying around? What do you have?
You can have this.
I want one of Shay's ice-cold brown bullets.
What'll it be?
Never mind.
The tap's out. Only bottles.
Beer, please.
There you go.
What do you have for?
You can have this beer.
I appreciate it. Yep, I know for a fact it's not just for government research. I've seen all kinds of executives coming and going.
I'm sure plenty of bureaucrats fly out there.
Billionaires, big executives. I think the whole place has been taken over by a private corporation.
Not likely.
Something's going on underground. I'm a pilot, which means I didn't get any access to the main complex. But a lot of rock comes out of there. It's some kind of mine. But what I don't understand is why they're always laying more fiber optic cables.
A pilot? What do you fly?
Copters. You know what I think? I think that's where the UN moved Echelon 4 back when they promised they were going to stop spying on people.
Surveillance is a very distributed technology. To centralize it in one large facility would be very unusual, even for the UN.
I bet they did it. They want to centralize everything. Every computer on the planet.
Know anything that's worth the price of a beer?
This old bird's had enough. Hell, I'm about to go on duty.
What kind of chopper pilot starts work at midnight?
You're with UNATCO, right?
Why do you ask?
I'm the one that flies your brother Paul to Hong Kong. He told me to watch out for you.
I didn't know UNATCO hired pilots.
The black choppers are run by the NSA to support various classified operations. Pentagon uses them, the CIA. They hired me because I don't ask any questions.
What was Paul's assignment in Hong Kong?
Like I said, I know how to keep a secret. Even between brothers.
So he's holding something back. The reason UNATCO transferred him back to the States.
Listen to your brother, JC. Respect his experience. Let's leave it at that. Your brother's one of the bravest men I know. I sure hope Paul knows what he's doing. Check out the girl in the leather top. One thing the Air Force never understood. I'm dependable. No matter what, I'm dependable. Your brother's one of the bravest men I know.
All clear. We took him out. We have the situation under control, Agent.
I heard a lot of shooting outside. They told me to come in here. All these people, they're sick. They got the plague, don't they? I'm staying as far away as I can. I don't want to get sick. I think the cops forgot about us. All these people, they're sick.
The riot
They
cops
got
are
the
running
plague,
scared.
don't they?
Reminds me of Washington. I was there when the NSF overran Squalnomi, back when they were called the Northwest Secessionist Forces.
Were you at Squalnamy?
Yeah, it was night. They came in with thermoptic camo and we never picked them up on any of the sensors. What a goddamn mess.
I didn't know.
Had a hard time sleeping after that. Didn't do real good on the psyche valves either. Got drummed out in short order.
The Army probably didn't want to have any reminders hanging around.
Yeah, and now look what they got. NSF in downtown Manhattan. Same guys that nearly whooped us in the Northwest. Bet the brass remembers Squalnamy now.
Hey there. I'm Raphael. This here's Jake.
Hey,
Sorry, you wanted something?
sorry, I ain't got nothing for you. Christ. You see the guy begging for a cure?
Yeah, what about him?
It won't help. There is no cure.
How do you know?
They show you stuff in the military. You want to know the real battlefield? It's microscopic. We can't even see it. Lucky for me, I got immunizations, but that guy, well, once you're infected, you're infected.
And what about me?
I don't know. You got lucky. Not a bad thing to be.
Look, I don't know any more than you do, friend.
What? Just call me when the shooting's over.
Look, I don't know any more than...
Check with one of the docs, okay?
I wish to hell they'd give us the all clear.
You making a play today?
Nah, scavenged some copper wiring. Wanted to get back and try it out in the sculpture.
Christ, you and the sculptures. What's this one called?
The Man Who Was Thursday.
Makes as much sense as the last. What was it called? Napoleon something or other?
Napoleon of Notting Hill.
Doesn't seem much use for sculpture today.
There's always tomorrow.
Check with one of the docs, okay?
Welcome to Tenderloin Clinic.
You are not a recognized user for this device.
Please proceed to the examining room. We accept all forms of digital cash. Please have your card ready. I'm not permitted to give medical advice myself. Be prepared to give a description of your problem in 3 sentences or less. You will have to consult one of the doctors. As you can see, we're very busy. Take a seat and be patient. Welcome to Tenderloin Clinic.
Not now. Please. Leave me alone. Wait your turn. They said they'd call my name. The medbots could give me a shot in 2 seconds, but the doctors keep them locked up. Someone's getting rich off the Grey Death, that's for sure. Wait your turn.
It's all ice cream and lollipops. That's what the nice man on TV said. When the weather changes, we'll be lost, and no one will know who anyone else is anymore. Like the pricking of my finger. Something wicked is about to be known. Not me. No, I didn't have anything to do with it. Like the pricking of my finger. Something wicked.
If you think you have Grey Death, please pick up an information packet. Plague victims can have their medication mailed to their homes at no additional cost. See one of the doctors to purchase treatment. We encourage everyone to consider the automated care plan. Medbots are available 24 hours. Please understand that the free clinic must charge for certain services to cover basic expenses. We are doing everything we can regarding the epidemic. Please understand that the free clinic must charge for certain services to cover basic expenses. Please understand that the free clinic must charge for certain services to cover basic expenses.
Hi, I'm in charge of law enforcement on this block. You doing all right?
Yeah. They told me to come in here. Is that okay?
Perfectly fine. Just making sure everyone's safe.
Hey, while you're at it, you ought to do something about the NSF. Perfectly good shelter.
You know what they're doing in this neighborhood?
Kicked us out of the old Osgood place. A bunch of us camping in the tunnels. Talk about rights, but when they want something, they take it.
Maybe I'll look into it. You take care of yourself.
I'm not the only one they threw out. Think they're some kind of freedom fighters. Justice will be served. I filed a formal complaint, but the city ignored it. Think they're some kind of freedom fighters. I'm not the only one they threw out.
Got a few credits?
You have the plague?
Nah. Cops ran us off the streets. Usually I go into the water tunnels in the warehouse district, but somebody boarded up the window.
You live in a tunnel?
Actually, I like to stay on the roof of this big apartment building. Nice view, if it's not too cold. There's a freight elevator at the end of the tunnel.
Where's that window you were talking about?
It's a basement window in the park south of the hotel. One thing about the warehouse district, you've got to know which buildings are safe. Some have armed guards.
One of the doctors can help you.
I kind of like it better in here. Doctors don't seem to mind. If the cops declare martial law, maybe we can stay.
You must pay the doctors in cash before treatment can begin. Plague tests are free. Please do not disturb the other patients.
If the cops declare martial law,
I have other patients to attend to. Please do not disturb the other patients. They said they'd call my name. Someone's getting rich off the Gray Death, that's for sure.
Who will help the widow's son?
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else. The NSF are playing right into our hands. I don't hear much about it, but I know the signs. There's going to be an announcement soon. We just have to give DC a little push. I like to keep people guessing. I always beat around the bush. No way I would break the oath. I don't hear much about it, but I know the signs. There's going to be an announcement soon.
You look like the do-it-yourself type. How about the automated care plan? Only 2,000 credits. Medkits are 300, but if you want augmentation work, you need the bots.
Never mind.
As you wish.
Vectors. The vectors are all wrong. I was in the biochem department at the college. I know what I'm talking about. It's not a class disease, not just poor people. It's hygiene. That's where it starts. I don't think it's contagious at all. I think terrorists put Gray Death in the water. I think terrorists put Gray Death in the water.
I want satisfaction.
I want satisfaction.
We've done all that we can. It's time for you to go.
Awaiting authorization.
I want satisfaction.
We've done all that we can. It's time for you to go.
This is supposed to be a free clinic. Bet you do something if I had more money.
You've got the plague, sir.
Yeah, rich people don't get gray death. Wait your turn.
You should be more appreciative. By helping you, this gentleman risks his own health.
But he won't give me any medicine.
Trust me, when there's a cure, the city will underwrite the cost. The virus threatens everyone.
I don't believe you.
And I won't hesitate to prescribe the treatment for you.
You better not. They say the plague came from monkeys. But that's not true. It was the army. It was the scientists. You don't see scientists getting sick. Rich people like Bob Page who own all the technology, they don't get sick. Rich people like Bob Page who own...
Thank you. The ones with the plague can be so stubborn sometimes.
Don't mention it.
Let me express my gratitude. You can have the automated care plan for $1,200. That's at a 40% discount. Or a med kit for $180.
I want the full program.
The code to the surgery bay is 2153. The medical bots will handle your case from now on. My friend, the diplomat. You can have a med kit for $180.
No thanks.
Suit yourself. Might I provide a med kit for $300?
No thanks.
As you wish.
I have other patients to attend to.
The riot cops are running scared.
All clear.
watch for lambs. I'm picking up sonic transducer activity. I'm sending you a satellite image that should help you plan your approach. Heads up, JC. We've got NSF troops on the rooftops.
We'll take it from here.
What's your business here, Agent?
Just going up to my brother's room.
You better hold off. The NSF retreated in there about half an hour ago, and they've taken hostages. We're waiting on a specialist.
I'm your specialist. Just tell me where the hostages are being held.
No one's standing in your way, but you'll have to go in alone. Our orders are to hold the perimeter. We think the terrorists are on the second floor.
Carry on, Corporal.
Agent? Don't take any unnecessary risks. Remember, no deals with terrorists. Good luck, Agent. Don't take any unnecessary risks.
You all right, Mr. Renton?
Fine, be careful though. They've got more hostages up on the second floor.
I'll check it out. By the way, I saw your daughter down the street. She didn't look so good.
Sandra? Was she coming back to the hotel?
I took care of a thug who was harassing her, but she's still mixed up in some pretty nasty business. You better talk to her.
No more talking. If you see her, tell her I don't care what she's been doing. She can come home. No questions, no speeches.
I'll tell her she can trust you.
There are two of those guys. I knew they were NSF from the body armor. They're scared. That's why they took hostages. Maybe we should just keep out of the way until this blows over. I'm not getting involved. There are two of those guys. I knew they were NSF from the body armor.
Don't take any unnecessary risks.
Mind your own business. I don't need you or anybody telling me what to do.